It's
Yes, now
it's
okay.
done. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So shall
You
we
can
start
start
with
now. I'm
the
leaving now.
class? Okay. Okay. No
Yeah,
issues.
ma'am. Thank you.
So hi Rohan, how are you? You're not audible, beta. Just unmute yourself.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. So in which language are you comfortable? Like Hindi, English,
English.
English, no? Okay. So shall we start the class today?
Okay.
Okay, just let me share my screen. So is it visible to you?
Yeah.
Is the screen visible now?
Yeah. It's visible.
Okay. So, so today we are going to start a topic that is air. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think you are familiar with the word air. So
Yeah.
what do you mean by an air? Can I just give a small introduction? Like I just wanted to know that.
Air is like a invisible matter
Okay.
that
Okay. Okay. No issues. I will just tell you.
in,
Okay. In if in terms of chemistry, you have three states of matter, right?
yeah,
You know it very well, no? You have three states of matter. What are those?
gas, water, gas, liquid, and air.
Gas is included in air, no? See, listen, you have a solid, okay, you have solid, you have liquid, and you have gas. Okay. So solid means these solid things. Suppose that the chair that you are using is a solid material. Okay. The water that you are drinking is a liquid, and the oxygen that you are taking in or you are breathing is your air. So today we are going to start this chapter only. Is that okay? Okay. So there is a difference. I don't know why this is not working. My pen tab is not being working in this. So let me just say it if I can. No, it's not editable. No worries. See, so we will see certain properties of air. Okay. So like air takes up space. You know, matter is something which has mass and occupies space. So as air is also a matter or it is a component of the matter, we can conclude that air takes up the space. Okay. So if the room you are sitting in, you have a sofa, you have a chair, you have a workstation with you. Okay. But what about the vacant space that is present around you? Is it vacant if you just look in with your naked eyes? Yes, you can see that there is nothing in front of you, right? But if you just want to feel it in terms of chemistry, we say that the entire room is filled up with air. And that's the reason you are being alive till now, because that air contains various gases, and out of that, the very vital gas for your survival is, which is a
Air.
very important gas for you,
Air.
for your survival.
Oxygen or air, yeah.
Oxygen or?
Air.
No. Oxygen is a part of air that is present in the gas, no?
Fair.
So for your very important thing, you have oxygen, that is the significant gas for your survival. And that gas you get it from the air, which has a mixture of gas.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming to the next point is air has mass. So as what did I tell you before? That matter is something which has mass and occupies space. So what is mass? Mass is actually the volume or the weight, whatever you can say in your terms. It is that much. Okay. So that means there is atoms in it.
Yeah.
You know what an atom is?
Yeah, an atom is like a tiny, invisible to the naked eye. It's like a
No.
small part.
No. Are you serious? Serious? Like it's you cannot visualize it with naked eyes? Aren't you able to see the desk that you have in front of you or the chair you are sitting in?
No, like you can't see a individual atom.
Yes, to some extent you are right, but atom is something which is the smallest unit of a matter. Okay, many atoms combines together to form a molecule. So that's why air, as it is gas, it do have molecules in it, but the molecules are not tightly packed. That means it is not tightly combined with each other. It is just scattered here and there. So the spaces between one molecule with the other is more in gas as compared to the solid and liquid. Okay, but it do have a mass for itself. Is that okay? Now coming to the next point, it is tasteless and odorless. Tasteless means if you are sitting here, do you feel any taste in your tongue? Do you feel that you are inhaling air? It is somewhat sweet or salty or bitter, something like that. No, na. It's like a blunt taste. You are not getting anything. You are just breathing in. The process is taking place, but you are not getting any taste of it. That's why we call it as tasted. And odorless, do you get a smell of an air until and unless you spray some fragrance in the room? You are not going to smell it. So that's why it is odorless. Next is air is affected by heat. The best example is the summertime. Okay, so have you heard about the heat waves? Every
Yeah,
summer the MDI just generate a circular that the heat wave is very high in this area, so people should not get out of their houses during the afternoon time.
yeah.
Huh? So what is this heat waves? It is actually the heat that is present in the air, okay, which might get you the sunburn or tanning. Is that clear? Now coming to the next, air exerts pressure, that is bottle gets crushed. It's an example. So air has pressure. Pressure means the force per unit area that is given by a matter. Okay. Now air exerts pressure. Suppose that you have a balloon. Okay. And you fill that balloon with the air from your mouth. And now you just keep a cup, a disposable cup in front of it and start to release the air slowly. What will happen? You will see that the cup will start to move. Okay. So what is it is the pressure that or the force that is being applied by the air on that cup, which is making it able to move front. Is that
Yeah.
okay? Okay. Now coming to the next is air can be compressed. Again, compress means to make it in a small, from a bigger size area, we are going to bring it into a small area. Okay. So air can be compressed. It means that suppose that you must have heard that the deodorant or the perfume deo bottles that you have you ever seen the ad of fog?
A fog, yeah.
Huh? What do they see? Is it gas or is it some liquid?
It's a gas.
It's a gas, but it is compressed and put it into that bottle. Okay, so when you press the pump, it comes out into the atmosphere. So is it the liquid that comes out? No,
No, gas.
it's the compressed gas that comes out and it starts to spread out into your entire room, giving the odor or fragrance that you have used. Okay, that means it can be compressed down. Next is air is affected by altitude, thicker near the surface. So altitude means the height. Okay, altitude means the height. So
Yeah,
now when air is, how is this air affected by altitude? As you move up, have you ever gone on a trekking or in a mountain area? Have you ever gone there? Hmm? Or on high altitudes, like have you ever been to Vaishno Devi?
yeah,
No, he's saying he's been trekking. He's been trekking to a high altitude.
So you have been trekking to high altitudes, right? So don't you feel suffocating as you move upper and upper?
yeah. A little bit like it feels like all the air,
Your ears gets blocked.
yeah,
Huh? The best, and you have one more example. Have you ever been on a flight? As you go up, you feel suffocating. The air hostess tells you if you are feeling uncomfortable, please bring out the oxygen mask from the upper side. Do
yeah,
they said this now? So why? Because it is affected by altitude. At lower altitude, it will become thicker, that means it will be denser, and at higher altitude, you will have only spare amount of that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now coming to the next, they are made up of many gases. So in the starting only, I mentioned this point unknowingly that gases are made up of various gases. So air is made up of various gases. So what is the component of the gas that you know about? How many gases are present in an air? You have
Um,
oxygen that you breathe in. You have
Oxygen.
carbon dioxide that you breathe out. Okay. Along with that, you have nitrogen also. And
Yeah.
you have other noble gases like argon, helium, all gases are present in the atmosphere. Okay. So our body take those gases only which are beneficial to it. Rest of them are not included. That are used for some other purpose by some other living organism or for some other reactions that are going to take place in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Now next is it is essential for survival and breathing. So the point came here like oxygen, what I talked before. Oxygen is a very important gas which is useful for your living
Yeah.
because if there is no oxygen, you won't be able to breathe or you won't be able to survive. That's
Yeah.
why it is essential for survival. Okay, and next it helps in burning. Do you know what combustion is?
What?
Combustion.
No.
No, okay. Combustion is a process of burning in the presence of oxygen. When you just burn a paper, have you seen that it burns out very easily?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is it helps in breathing. Have you ever seen that? Suppose that you have burnt a paper and you just blew a little bit of air, and that paper from one place it went down to the other place. So you can see that place will also catch fire very easily.
Yeah.
That is what it helps in burning. The best example is forest fires. From one area, the entire forest gets captured with this fire. Why? Due to this air only. Is that clear? So, is there any doubt in all the points that I have told you, or you want me to repeat it again?
No, no, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall we move into the next part?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Next is your this one. Okay. So, as I told you, the air is a mixture of gases. Okay. So, you can see Earth's atmosphere is almost having 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, and only 1% of other gases. So, what are the other gases that is here? It is argon. It is a noble gas. Okay. What is the percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere? It is only 0.4%. Do you know where do we get this carbon dioxide from?
Like we breathe it out.
Yes, we breathe it out. Where do you get this oxygen from?
It's in air.
Yes, definitely it's in air, but where do you get it from? Have you heard about photosynthesis? Have you ever heard that word?
Yeah. Yeah. We studied it a lot in last
Huh?
year. Yeah.
Huh. You know photosynthesis? So photosynthesis is a process in which plants makes their food. Okay. They make their food, and during this process only they will release out this oxygen into the air, which we as a human being or the living organism will inhale for this survival.
Yeah.
Is that okay? So I would request you to just note down this percentage in your notebook once. Just do it down. It's very important because in the Olympiad exam, you might get what is the percentage of oxygen or what is the percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere or in the air. Okay.
Okay, done.
Done? Okay. Moving to the next, we will see some useful things or the significance of the atmosphere. Okay. So what is atmosphere?
Atmosphere is like,
It's a thin layer of gases. Okay. The
yeah,
thin layer of the gases which covers the earth. You have the earth. On that surface, there is a blanket like structure. That blanket is your atmosphere. Okay.
it's like a dome surrounding the earth made of
No,
gases.
no, you cannot say that it is a dome. Why? Earth is a spherical structure, no?
As in
So
a,
dome means it will just cover the half.
no, like a dome covering the full thing.
Dome means half. Just remember the word you are using, it means just half. It is a semicircle. That we call it as dome. Okay.
So an
The right word will be the entire blanket, or it's a ball-like structure inside which the earth resides. Okay. Okay. Now you can see the screen, no?
yeah.
It's written the atmosphere is defined as a thin layer of gases. Which all gases did we talk about? We talked about nitrogen, we talked
Yes,
about oxygen, we talked about carbon dioxide, and also some noble gases. Okay? That surrounds the earth, what I told you. Next point, without the atmosphere, organisms that survive on oxygen would not be able to survive.
yeah.
Why? Because it's the atmosphere only where the oxygen is released out. That's why I was you, if you have heard it very clearly, I was using the word atmospheric oxygen.
Yeah.
So why am I using it? Because this oxygen is present in the atmosphere. Okay? And it is very important for our survival. Now, this atmosphere also helps to distribute the heat gained from the sun's rays. So, do you know what is an ozone layer?
Yeah. It's, I know what it is, but I can't explain it.
Okay, no worries. I will just do it for you. Ozone layer is a thin layer, okay, that surrounds the earth and it protects the earth from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. Okay, the UV rays are very dangerous. You can get skin diseases, even that UV rays extreme exposure can cause cancer also. Okay, so to protect you and the living organism on earth, this ozone layer is present on the earth's surface. Okay, so ozone layer is part of an atmosphere, and that's why it is said that the atmosphere also helps in distribute the heat gained from the sun's rays. Which kind of sun's rays is it talking about? It's the ultraviolet rays. Is that clear? Is that clear? So just note it down that what is the definition of atmosphere? That is, it is a thin layer of gases that surrounds our earth. Just note down that much only, okay?
Okay.
And the last point, that is the atmosphere also helps to distribute the heat gained from the sun's rays. Done, beta?
No, one sec. Yeah, okay, done.
Okay. Coming to the next, there are different layers of the atmosphere. Okay. So at the bottom, you have the earth. So the
Yeah.
first layer is your troposphere. Okay. You need to remember this in sequence. You cannot just mismatch it anyhow. So the first layer that comes after the earth's surface is your troposphere. Okay. And the temperature is between 62 degree Fahrenheit to minus 60 degree Fahrenheit. Is that okay?
Should I
Now, yeah.
put the water down?
What did you say?
Should I write the order down?
Yes, I will give you the time to write it down. First, let me explain the points to you. Okay. Now you can see that there is a layer known as ozone layer, the one I talked earlier, right? So this is the layer which is protecting you from the ultraviolet rays.
Yeah.
As you go beyond that, you will find the stratosphere. Okay. So troposphere is the most densest part of the atmosphere. That means it is highly dense. It is highly compressed. Okay. So you will just write it down that after just first copy down the sequence once from exosphere. No need to write this data. Just write down the name like exosphere, thermosphere, mesosphere, stratosphere, and troposphere.
The exosphere be the first or the last?
The last when you go away from the heart, away from the
So
earth.
last
Okay.
order.
Done.
Almost.
रोहन मोन्टो का क्या है? ये बैग है?
Okay. Yeah, done.
Done. No. Just give me a minute.
Thermal line.
Okay. So did you just see it?
Yeah. Just
Now, troposphere is the densest part of the atmosphere. Now, as you go beyond that, you will find stratosphere, which has a temperature of minus 60 degree Fahrenheit to 5 degree Fahrenheit. The more you, it is the area where you have the ozone layer and it protects you from the ultraviolet rays. Now, going beyond that, you will have the mesosphere and you will have small meteors over there. Meteors and meteorites. Do you know? These are the small bodies which are found in the space.
they're like rocks. Yeah.
Yes, they are like rocks. As you go up, you will have the thermosphere. That is the outer space now starts where the spaceship like NASA recently Sunita Williams came back from her that place, no space. So it was actually the exosphere, but the satellite that are sent like the moon. Moon is a natural satellite for the Earth that is found in this thermosphere or the satellites which are launched by NASA are sent to this thermospheres only. Okay. Coming to the next, you have exosphere. That is the outermost layer of the atmosphere. And it is where the spaceships comes. Okay. And it is the area where the astronaut actually have their spaceship and they stay there. They do the research and then come back to Earth.
Okay.
That okay? So we will have a quick question practice. Okay. So which one is the upper limit of the atmosphere?
Exosphere.
Huh?
Exosphere.
It is the upper limit of the atmosphere.
Yeah, so the exosphere.
Yes, it's.
The exosphere.
Where did it go? Just give me a minute. It's
The exosphere.
it's exosphere. Okay. Now coming to the next, what is the percentage of oxygen?
Oxygen is 21% and
Yes,
nitrogen is 78%.
it is 78. Very good. Now coming to the third question, the layer of atmosphere that protects us from harmful UV rays.
The ozone layer.
Yes, it's the
Ozone layer.
ozone layer. Coming to the next, the densest layer of the atmosphere is?
The
I just told you. What is it?
the troposphere.
Yes, very good. And coming to the last, the component of air that help us to sustain life on Earth?
Oxygen.
Yes, it's oxygen. You know now the formula of oxygen is O2?
Huh?
You know now the formula of oxygen is O2?
No.
You don't know the formula of oxygen?
No. My
It
school.
is,
My school doesn't start. I don't even have science in my school.
where are you from?
As in,
Where are you living? Where are you from? Where do you belong? Where are you staying? What is the state, country? What is it?
Haryana.
Haryana. You are in Haryana.
My school only starts science from 6th. We have like a kind of science subject, but it's like not at all the same as science.
Which school you are? You said you belong from Haryana, right?
Yeah, but I'm in heritage school, yeah.
Okay, okay, no worries. So O2 is this O2 is the formula for oxygen and N is the formula for nitrogen. Okay. So that's it. So do you have any questions to be asked?
No,
Anything you want me to explain again or something like that?
no, it's fine.
Was the class okay for you? Did you
Yeah,
get everything?
yeah.
Okay, then see you in the next class.
Oh, sure.
Have a good day. Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.